Hey guys, so I wanted to make this little video about William Hung and how much I actually admire this guy. So I heard about him when American Idol came out. This was back in 2004. I don't know if you guys are familiar with American Idol. It's basically a singing competition. People who are just normal people, or some people who have singing prior singing experience, they will go to the show. It's basically like a competition show, right? Reality TV competition show, and they sing, and hopefully they pass. They get their little golden ticket, and they make it to some auditions, and some of them become really famous. Others of them, not so much. You become infamous. And William Hung was one of those people that when his audition came out, a lot of people were laughing at him. They thought, what the hell? You know, there's this guy who's singing Ricky Martin. He's so awkward. He has this accent. Like, why is this idiotic guy going on a TV show for a singing contest? Like, obviously, he's not going to win. But I was one of those people. I was one of the people who was like, oh my goodness, this is so embarrassing. And yesterday, I shared with you guys I was thinking about taking or signing up for some sort of singing class, songwriting class actually. Songwriting class. You guys can watch my video from yesterday, and I think it's like $239. I was actually thinking about it because I thought, well, Erica, it might be a pretty cool experience to do. I have absolutely no aspirations to be a pop singer, but I think I've always found it fascinating. And I thought, when I heard about the whole spiel about it, they said, oh, in 30 days you'll be able to make 2 songs, and it's supposed to be for all levels, beginner. I'm like super beginner. Okay, I don't even know how to play a keyboard. I don't know how to play an instrument. I don't know how to read notes. My singing is not the greatest. And when I saw this, I thought, man, this is either going to be pretty good for me, or it's going to be one of those things where I just think, oh, for frick's sake, what did I like bit off more than I could chew, right? Because I imagine a lot of people who are taking like songwriting courses, they can sing, they can play instrument, they're multi-talented, and there's a lot of people who are aspiring singer-songwriters out there. And me, I'm just a chick who listens to pop songs, and I hear about the process. I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. Maybe I could learn something new. So I'm not expecting to make anything really great from that. I'll definitely learn something if I took that course, but it's not going to be like a Grammy Award-winning song or anything. Okay, so this guy William Hung, again, when I was younger, I used to laugh at him, and people laughed at him too. Actually, a lot of people laughed at him. He made lemonade out of lemons. He actually came out with after he got this notoriety from American Idol because he failed so badly, according to people. Some company offered him a record deal, and I believe his song or his album became a gold record, which is a hell of a lot more than a lot of singers out there who are way more talented than him. See, so he got what did it become a gold? Maybe not. Yeah, see, look. It went on to sell about 200,000 copies, reached #1 on Billboard's top independent albums. See? So he retired in 2011. He was kind of like a meme guy, right? Let's be frank here. If any person like him walked into a recording studio now, they would not get a contract. But he put himself out there. It worked out in his favor, and yeah, he became infamous for it. So I wanted to show you guys this video. Hopefully everything is okay. Hopefully my video doesn't get cut off, but we'll see. And let me show you guys this. Actually, I'm gonna have to slow it down most likely for you guys. But feel free to look at the link over here. So here it is.
I grew up in Los Angeles, California. I'm originally born from Hong Kong, so I've been here in the United States for 10 years. And I'm currently studying at UC Berkeley right now. It's kind of odd, like, why I chose to even audition in the first place, because my major is civil engineering, which is totally not related to music. But
see, you see how upbeat he is? He is so incredibly upbeat. A lot of people are not that upbeat. I know, and you guys know, he's very fully aware that he has a accent, right? And some people, they get very they get very self-conscious about their accent. Even for me, I know when I speak or if I sing, you can definitely hear that I'm not. It's not. I don't want to say standard American English, but that's what I'm trying to get at. It doesn't sound like. It doesn't sound like what you would expect, like a song to sound like, or you know, the person who sings, for instance, they clearly enunciate their words. They sound like they could be. It just sounds very American if it's an American pop song, and there's no tinge or anything like that. But yeah, when he speaks, you can hear this accent. But he's really upbeat about it.
Like you say, I want to make music my living.
So yeah, he wanted to make music his living, and yeah, you could say, well, look at this guy. He's being very optimistic. But you know what? A lot of people, if they have a dream, they will just cancel themselves out. Why? Because they're gonna say, look at the negatives that I have. I have an accent. I don't have any professional training. I don't. Yeah, I'm not as good looking as I could be to be a singer. I'm too, I'm too this, I'm too that. And this guy, despite his, despite that, I'm like, you guys know, he does not look like a freaking, he's gonna be a pop singer or anything like that, right? The guy looks nerdy. He sounds nerdy, but he goes into this thing so confident, so optimistic, and a lot of people don't have that mentality when facing on challenges. So yeah, he's going into this challenge with a smile.
Hello. How are you?
Hi.
William.
Yes.
How are you doing?
Oh, great. Thank you.
You doing great?
Sit, and then he's also very polite.
Great to see you guys.
Well, thank you. It's great for us to be seen by you.
Yeah.
I like that, Paula.
William, why are you here? I'm here to sing to America.
Look at that.
To sing to America. Okay, all right. Let's try again. I'm here for the opportunity to sing to America.
Because you think you could be the next?
American Idol.
Absolutely.
Why? Because I'm singing from my heart.
Oh, look at that. I sing from my heart. That is so innocent. Sometimes, like, people will say, I don't care if you sing from your heart. If you suck, you suck. Like, don't sing.
I may not be the best singer around the world, but I know that I sing from my heart. And
Look at that. Oh, my goodness. I just want to give this guy a hug. Like, oh, you are so precious.
I put every bit of energy into it.
Really?
Yes.
See, more people need to do stuff like this, right? Let's say if you suck at cooking or you're not the best cook, people would say, I don't even want to cook because I suck at it. I'm not Gordon Ramsay or something. I'm not Julia Childs. Or they let anxiety get to them, and then they never ever. Some people like never ever want to put themselves out of their comfort zone because they basically kick themselves down when nobody else is kicking them. So this guy, in my opinion, is a symbol of strength.
William, what's your last name?
Hung, H-U-N-G.
Hung.
Yes.
Do you have brothers and sisters?
No, I don't. I'm the only child.
You're the only child.
Yes.
Do your parents tell you you have a great voice?
No, they don't realize that.
Do your parents tell you have a great voice?
Actually.
They don't realize it yet?
No, because when I was young, my parents like to sing karaoke. I was there with them and sing with them as a hobby.
And
When he was young.
What do they do when you sing with them?
What do I do?
What do they do?
What do they do when I sing with them? They thought I'm okay. They thought I have a chance of making it to the next level.
Great. Are they excited for you that you're here?
Actually, they would not like it if they hear that I'm missing school 2 days in a row.
So they wouldn't like
Oh, look at that guy. He's such a goody two shoes. I mean, he's just so sweet. Good son. Good son. You can tell he's a good son. Very, very optimistic person. There needs to be more people like William Hung in the world. Seriously.
if you got through.
Huh?
They wouldn't be happy if you got through.
No, they wouldn't be happy if I go through.
Okay.
They wouldn't be happy if I don't go through.
That's 2 days of school.
Yes, that's a big sacrifice. But
Okay,
I love singing. I prefer singing over a lot of
Alright, what
activities.
are you going to say?
I would like to sing Ricky Martin, She Bangs.
Okay, hold up a second. So he's gonna sing Ricky Martin, She Bangs. I think he just genuinely likes that song. It's not. I know sometimes like when I remember like American Idol, they say you have to pick a song that matches your voice that you feel like. Yeah, that would work with you. Not too many people can sing Ricky Martin, She Bangs, right? Yeah, I can't imagine too many singers like sounding good singing that song. Yeah, okay, so let's go.
We all enjoy it.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
All right. Talk to me. Tell me your name. You blow me off like it's all the same.
Okay, so obviously he didn't get any choreography. Okay, let's go back over here. Let's slow it down closer to normal.
You let it feel and I'm taking away like a bomb. Yeah, baby.
Okay, you can see the enthusiasm is like 110% right now.
Talk to me. Tell me your sign. You switching sides like a
And they're like, oh my goodness, what is this over here? Oh my gosh, oh my gosh.
Gemini. You're playing games and now you're hitting my heart like a drum. Yeah, baby. Well, if Lady Luck gets on my side, we...
Okay, he's a little pitchy, okay? A little pitchy.
Gonna rout this town alive. I'll let her rout me out.
Okay, here we go. We're wrapping up over here.
Till she knocks me out.
Did you see that? Well, hold on. Let's go back. He got the hand motions there.
Me up. Till she knocks me out.
I love William
She
so
walks
much.
like she talks and she talks.
I love this.
She walks. She bangs. She bangs. Oh baby, when she moves. I go crazy 'cause she looks like a fly, but she stings like a bee. Like every girl in history. She bangs. I'm
Thank you.
wasted by the way
Thank
she.
you.
William, you did put everything you had into that. You did, and I love that. I love that you did that.
I didn't.
I do. I love
Okay, and then yeah, Simon's gonna be Simon Cowell.
that he put every bit he had into it.
Well, I didn't. William, it's one of actually the worst auditions we've had this year, if I'm being honest. Seriously. I mean, everything about it was grotesque.
Oh, stop it.
Not grotesque. It was. Come
Stop it.
You can't sing, you can't dance.
So I feel like a lot of people, before they even approach anything, they will just tell themselves like, I can't do this and I can't do that. And yes, I know Simon is critiquing him, but I find that at least, you know, for some people, including myself, I've been a lot better at this. It's like, if you have a task in front of you, you'll just be applying these standards to yourself. And let's say you're not even wanting to become a pop singer or something. You'll just be like, I don't even want to sing because, yeah, I can't sing at all. And I don't want to dance because I can't dance. You see, you can't build upon something if you're going on a base level. Like, do you think, okay, and I know people are going to say this is crazy, but do you think Michael Jackson got out of the womb like dancing? No, he had to do hours upon hours upon hours of practice, many years. And yes, he has this like amazing ability to dance, but it also ties in with effort. And I think that some people, it's like they see their goals and they just like X themselves up because before they even start, they're like, oh yeah, they don't recognize their base level and they don't see opportunity. So with William, it's like I see him now and I think like, holy crap, more people, yeah, like I said, more people really need to be like William Hung. They need to view an obstacle and say, yeah, I'm going to give it my best, you know, I'm going to try my best and I'll do things from my heart. And if it doesn't work out, then at least I know I tried my best.
So what do you want me to say?
I already gave my best, and I have no regrets at all.
Good for
See, I find that if you try to apply yourself on something, like let's say if you suck at dancing and you try to take a dance class, even if you freaking suck, you have no regrets because you can say, at least I took the class, right?
That's good.
That's
good.
excellent, William. That's the best attitude yet. All right, so
Okay.
Randy, yes or no?
No, William, you're not good enough for this, dude. But at least you came here, you had a good time, you had
Yeah.
fun, right?
Yes.
You
We
did
had,
your thing, baby.
and we had fun watching you.
Okay.
Thank you so much for coming down.
Go and do
Answer's
some.
no.
William, go and do some homework.
Okay.
And
I'll
we
continue
won't
working
tell
on
your
it.
parents that you missed 2 days of school, okay?
Yeah. No, you know, I have no professional training of singing.
No.
So.
Well, there's the surprise of the century.
William, you're the best. You're the best.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank
Have
you,
a great
William.
day.
Thank you, William.
But on a more serious note, you're not serious about this, are you?
Yes, yes,
Yes, I am.
yes.
Wait a minute. I missed 2 days of school for this. It's a big
That's right.
sacrifice.
Well,
and I
that's
already
why-
worked, and I worked a lot. I worked very hard for this. So.
That's right.
Yeah, see? Yeah, so are you serious about it? And yeah, he says like he goes out there like a freaking tiger, right?
I already gave my best, I believe, at this point.
Okay,
I can do better. I know that.
that's for sure.
Thank
Okay,
you
William.
so much,
Thank you, William.
Okay.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
See that? So if you guys ever find yourself in that kind of situation where, let's say you have a goal in front of you and you feel like you're going to be a dumbass about it, let's say, I don't know, cooking, karate, singing, dancing, just know at least you're not on national TV, right? And if you suck at singing, and if you're insecure about singing, like I'm like throughout my life, right? I've always thought like I've heard people sing, and I think, man, their voices are so good. I wish I could sing nicely. I wish I could record myself and be like, damn, I sound much better, or damn, I sound good. But I always felt so insecure about it. You guys know, like I told you guys, like I feel like when I sing, I have like a little bit of an accent. Like it's pretty obvious, even when I speak. But yeah, William Hung watching this video, he's just kind of reaffirm this belief, like, I need to move forward. And if William can do it, then I can do it too. And I hope that by sharing this video with you guys, if you guys feel a little insecure about anything, just play this little clip. Think of William Hung and say, man, he has this attitude where it's just like, I can do it. And even if I'm not successful, I still did my all. And yeah, if you try and you fail, you got to get up and you got to try again. And you guys know, like, he must have been auditioning and, in the privacy of his home. Like, you saw his little choreography, like, she knocks me down or something like that. Like, this guy was practicing in front of the mirror. And he was, he's just as happy-go-lucky. I feel like I used to be like this when I was younger, right? Not before high school kind of thing. You just kind of go at things and you don't have insecurities and you don't have self-esteem issues. And now, as I get older, it's kind of like, I feel like sometimes it's like, I think like, man, I'm so old, right? Like, oh, I want to do this, or I want to like work on singing, but I feel like I'm a little too old at that. And I know some people will call it ridiculous, but I think everybody has something that they want to work on, but they never do it because they think like, oh, I'm, let's say, 25, or I'm 30, or I'm 35, or I'm 40, or I'm 45, or 50, or 60, or 70, right? And if you just push things off, it's like a tree, right? They say the best time to plant a tree was like 20 years ago. The second best time to plant it is now. So if you guys have anything that you feel that you want to be able to do and you feel like you've been just kind of insecure about it, I would say, yeah, tackle it head on. Start doing it. And yeah, if you need that pep talk or something, just watch William Hung with his audition. The link is in below because I don't want anybody, and I know this sounds very, very idealistic here, but I don't want anyone to go through life and say, I wish I tried something, but I was so afraid of what people would think of me. Like, even if you do it in the privacy of your own home, right? If you want to learn how to do hip-hop dancing, for instance, right? And you freaking suck at it. And you can practice in front of the mirror, have the windows all closed, and just keep practicing and practicing and practicing. The only person who would see you is yourself. And maybe you'll turn really good at it. Maybe one day you'll be like, oh man, I'm going to put some videos on YouTube because I feel a little better about it. I've seen some videos about people who do some dancing, like pop and lock stuff, and they'll show how they were in the beginning, and it's just freaking painful to watch because you think like, oh, this person should give up. Oh, this person sucks. And then after they do this for about 2 to 3 years, they're significantly like way better. And it's like, wow. Or even something as short as 30 days, right? It's like they recognize their base and then they just build upon it. They're like, okay, I'm not the most fluid at this, but let me try work on fluidity a little bit more and just keep doing this step over and over and over and over. And even for singing, right? People might think, oh, for a singing, you have to go, you just open your mouth and you sing. But for singers, they have to do vocal warm-ups. They got the da-da-da-da-da-da-da, that kind of thing. That was so off. But yeah, they do that like higher scale, and well, not some singers, but yeah, some of the all the top tier singers, like they have to do constant vocal warm-ups. Some people even do vocal warm-ups like 2 times a day. And it's crazy. I remember I was reading this thing about like Shawn Mendes, and he was saying that he does vocal warm-ups up 2 times a day, and you'd be thinking like he needs to do vocal warm-up 2 times a day. He's such a good singer. Why does he need to do that? Because in order for him to be on the level that he is right now and then get better, he has to keep practicing. He can't get complacent. Just like a runner, right? A runner like Usain Bolt, he doesn't become that fast because he just decided to run one day. It was just consistent building upon better and better and better habits, and then his body just adjusted. And yes, I do know that he is, his from what I heard, like his anatomy, or was it Michael Phelps or something like that, like they're blessed. But any like athlete, any singer, they have to practice. Even Whitney Houston, Whitney Houston, The Voice, yeah, she had to keep singing over and over and over. I remember reading this interview with I think either she did it or someone else did it, and I think she did it. She was talking about Clive Davis, and she had mentioned that he kept telling her to keep practicing more and more and more and more. And she, at some point, it's like she was practicing the song so much, and it's just like, oh my gosh, you know. So even someone on Whitney Houston's level, she had to practice a load. And yes, her vocal range is incredible, right? Best in the world, in my opinion, or one of the best. But yeah, there's a lot of practice and a lot of work on the backside. Part of it, I think, is talent. Part of it is, ability. But I think hard work really matters the most. You can come across like YouTube videos where some people, they're really shitty singers, and you might think like, man, yeah, why are they even putting themselves out there? And then you fast forward, it's like, wow, they're really good. Yeah, so I'm one of those people who believe that, yeah, a lot of singers, you might not get to be on like professional level status, but you could be damn freaking good. Yeah, same thing. Like you hear about people who go to church, right? And they sing at church like every freaking like Sunday or something. They are singing, and they have amazing voices, and it's because they've been singing for a number of years. So yeah. Let's see. Dang it. Yeah, I think it's different. Like for people who just want to do something for enjoyment purposes, like let's say you suck at cooking, right? And you want to become a better cook. That if you feel insecure about that, like it's okay. Because yeah, if you don't want to be a Michelin chef or something, or if you don't want to be an executive chef or cook at a restaurant, like who the hell cares if you burn this or you burn that a couple times? Like nobody knows. If you want, you can post that all over Instagram. Like, hello everybody, hello world, I burned a pot of water today. But yeah, it's like everybody. I think one of the things that gets people down in life, and this is just my thoughts, is people have dreams. And when people don't accomplish their dreams, when, like, let's say this, right? Let's say you want to become, let's say you want to become, I don't know, let's say you want to become like a runner, right? But you're overweight. And then you tell yourself, like, man, when I was younger, I ran track, and, or I wanted to run track, but my fitness level wasn't as good as other people, so I didn't apply for the track team because I thought I sucked, right? Or like they have insecurity issues. And then as this person gets older, they gain weight, and then they don't run anymore, but they remember like, oh man, I remember when I really wanted to join the track team, and I like running, but man, I'm not fast enough because I'm, let's say, 36 years old, and I suck at running now. Now I'm like 100 pounds heavier than I was in high school, right? And then they go through life and they think fondly about running, but they never do anything about it. As a result of that, they don't do what they love. Like if you want to run, I would say just frickin' run. If you want to have a better body, then of course eat better. If you want to, feel a little bit more, I don't know, if you have any insecurities, like if you think the frickin' paint on the wall sucks, like either clean it up or paint it, right? But yeah, when people have this kind of dream, or when they have a desire to do something, and they feel like, yeah, they're canceling themselves out from doing it, I think that really affects quality of life. And yeah, there's a key difference between like doing what you love and then telling yourself like you can't do it because so and so and so. And I think more people need to not treat themselves like freaking Simon Cowell. They need to treat themselves more like William Hung. Oh, good morning. Yeah. Yeah, Whitney was a terrible case. They both had like the same suspicious death. Did you know that, what was it, Bobby Christina, right? So there was Whitney Houston, right? She passed away. I think they said it was a heart attack brought upon drug use, if I remember, something like cocaine. I forgot what it was. But she was found face down in the tub, passed out. So she died from that. And then her daughter, Bobby Christina, also died the same way. And her boyfriend slash brother slash fiance, it was like Whitney Houston adopted Nick Gordon, I believe. But then after Whitney died, that was her daughter's fiance slash husband, because they said there wasn't any proof that they got married, even though they said they got married. But the Nick Gordon was there when Whitney died, and he was also there with Bobby Christina, and people were saying that they felt like he killed both of them, allegedly. That's what some people speculated. But this guy was such a mess, okay? And he actually passed away, I think, within the last 3 years. So young. I think he was only about like 30. I think he was like 33 or under. I think he was younger than me, but maybe 31. But I heard about it and I thought, man, that is so tragic. It's sad when people pass away, earlier when they expected. Oh, where's Oreo? Oreo's sleeping, actually. He worked too hard. So, influencer over here, he has to have a very healthy sleep schedule. He's still sleeping. He worked very hard today. He woke up, ate some food, and then I think he used the litter box, and afterwards he took a nap. So he's napping right now. He's probably going to be napping for, I feel like, the next couple hours, and then he's going to wake up, cry for food again. I'll feed him, and then he'll take another nap, and yeah, you see the cycle over here? Oreo just eats, poops, drinks water, and sleeps. He has so many toys, but he doesn't want to play with them. He just rather nap, and I don't blame him. So, yeah. So I will talk to you guys later. And if any of you guys were like me back in 2004, looking at William Hung, thinking this guy is, stupid. Why would he do this kind of thing? He's embarrassing himself. I would say that most likely you don't put yourself out there if you feel that way about William Hung. William Hung put himself out there. I know for a damn fact I would never ever go on American Idol. I don't know if they're still up and running right now, but I would never go on American Idol because I'd be terrified. I would cancel myself out because I know realistically, right? Like, my singing ability is definitely not like on Carrie Underwood's level or what was it called? Oh my goodness, what is that guy? Adam Lambert level, like that? Like, no. I'm like a little beginner. So yeah, William Hung going out there and trying to putting himself out there, saying he did his best. That's very awe-inspiring. That's very motivating to me, and he handled it with such dignity and grace. That's the other thing too that stands out to me about William Hung. Like, when I was younger, I was so focused on his audition, I didn't see how he carried himself, and I think it's incredibly important to just, your attitude is everything, right? For some people, they would go into this like with their tail between their legs, but he maintained. He said, I don't regret anything. I did my best. I put my all into it. And if it doesn't work out, right, you just pat yourself on the back and you say, hey, keep going at it. Try, or you can try more, or yeah, just keep progressing. Again, singers are not just going out there and being able to hit the high notes perfectly. Even Broadway singers, they don't hit the high notes like perfectly every single show. Sometimes they miss like 1, 2, 3 notes every so often, and but they have more wins than they have more misses, right? They have more hits than they have misses, far more hits. And even if they suck for one show, it doesn't mean that they're a shitty singer at all. Life happens. Okay, yeah. So, anonymous individual, look at the description that I put. Look at the link description that I put in, and you should watch it, or you can rewatch this video. I had to keep stopping and doing that little thing because I didn't want to get my stream. I didn't want my stream to have issues. Yeah, remember the time that I had the Pokemon theme song? Remember that one? Yeah, that was not a. I was like, frick, my stream got pulled. No, I have never written a song, but I was humming some tunes to Lewis, and Lewis was like, "Oh my gosh, Erica, Yeah, he was like, oh my gosh. He's like, you're gonna make a song about Oreo, and I was like, yeah, I'll make a song about that fat cat, tubby cat. I don't, I look at people and they talk about like, oh, you should write lyrics that come from the heart, that's so deep and impactful and profound, and I'm like, I don't know, what would I talk about? What, some, I don't know, some person that left me behind, and my heart is crying out into the lonely wind. I don't. It's like I don't have that like mindset where I could just put myself on like, oh, I've been with this person for many, many years and they just walked out the door and left me behind and didn't turn back. Things like that. I don't know. It's much easier for me to talk about the tubby sleepy cat right now. And the fat cat. So, I don't know. I'll think of something. I'll figure something out. Maybe not. I don't know how people will want to hear about this freaking song about fat cat, tubby cat. Yeah, yeah, but it's just, I struggle thinking. And I think if I like write some lyrics, I'd be like, man, this sounds like some freaking sappy ass generic thing about, yeah. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I just don't have that kind of freaking mindset where I could just put, like, a lot of songs talk about heartbreak, or they talk about, you know, yeah, they talk about heartbreak, and they talk about like choose me instead of him, or kind of thing, and I'm like, oh, frick, and like that doesn't jive with me, because I know some people, they'll be like, oh, if a person likes another person, like I'm gonna work harder to get that person. And from personal experience, when I was in high school, I spent 3 years chasing after this one guy in high school. Yeah, 3 years. I thought he was the most best guy in the world for 3 years, and I waited for him. I was like, oh, I didn't tell him I loved him, but I was just like, I want to be a girlfriend kind of thing. And yeah, but the problem is like, okay, so I was so shy, and it's like he didn't really talk much at all, and I wanted to get closer to him, but I didn't know how to do that. But he clearly knew that I liked him, but he wasn't interested in me. So he had this one girlfriend, and I didn't like her at all, because I was like, look, I'm so much cooler than her. Why don't you pick me instead? And I was waiting, and then they didn't work out, and I was cheering. I was like, yes, he's single. This is my time. And then he got another girlfriend, and then I was like, fuck. And then, and this time, this chick was taller than me too, right? So I was like, oh, for frick's sake, this is worse. Oh, dang it, her skin was much better. Her skin was like so smooth. She had straight, shiny hair, and my hair is not straight and shiny, okay? So she was better than me in every single way. Smoother skin, straighter hair, longer lashes, better body, more chesty than me, taller than me. And I was like, oh, for frick's sake. But then they didn't work out. And I was like, okay, Erica, maybe this is your time. And then he went off to college. And I was like, oh, I want a chance with it. I didn't say that, okay? But I was just like, oh. So, and then he told me, he said like, oh, he doesn't want to do any like long distance relationship, right? You know why I stopped liking this guy? Because I found out that he actually did do a long distance relationship with a girl who was in my class, who was like a goody two shoes. And I was like, frick, I've been waiting for this guy for 3 years, Erica, and he's still not into me. You see? So when I hear about people who are like, oh, I'm just going to wait and maybe they'll like me. And I'm like, look, dude, I spent 3 years chasing after this one freaking guy. If he didn't like me, right? If this guy didn't like me, I'm willing to bet my ass that if you're chasing after a chick or a guy, they're not going to all of a sudden come around in 3 years and like you too. Right? So, that is why I have this kind of stance. I'm like, man, if someone doesn't like you, you shouldn't compete with another person and be like, I'm going to show them that I'm the better pick, because you're going to just be wasting your time. And that person, for whatever reason, if they don't like you, then chances are, I find that if you're in that kind of friend zone or something, it's very hard to break out of that friend zone. Even if you look better, or you take care of yourself more, or you're a very nice person, once you're stuck in that friend zone, you are kind of screwed. So yeah, you gotta like pivot out of that friend zone because even like I know they say like guys it's hard for guys to get out of the friend zone, but I find even for women it can be hard for a woman to get out of the friend zone too because they could say like, oh, I see you as my sister, or I see you as this instead. So yeah, that guy, yeah, my the people that I went to high school with, they're like, really, Erica, jeez. And I was like, oh my god, I can't believe, like, I found out that guy is I was talking to one of my friends last year, and then I Googled that guy that I was into for 3 years. And I found out it seems like he's still single. And I was talking to my friend, and my friend was like, Erica, why are you surprised he's still single? He's not that good looking. And I was like, no, you don't understand. Like, this is the guy that I was chasing for 3 years. This guy should have been, like, hunkered down, married, had a kid, or something like that. But, no. So yeah, it's just one of those things where I was like, what? And yeah, my friends in high school just make fun of me. They're like, yeah, Erica, you shouldn't be surprised. He wasn't that good looking. And I didn't know what you saw in him back in when we were in high school, and I still don't understand what you saw in him back in high school. And I'm like, oh, whatever. You just hating. You're just hating. So. So yeah, my high school friends make fun of me on that kind of stuff. But I will, so Lewis knows how this guy looks like, right? And I can be honest, the guy that I liked in high school for 3 years, I don't know what happened. He had like this je ne sais quoi about him, I thought. But yeah, now I look at him and I'm like, he just looks kind of weird. I don't know what happens. I don't know why. Like, he didn't age well or something. I don't know. Like, I think he took care of himself a lot more back when he was in high school, in my opinion. Now he looks like how would I describe it? Before he came off more as like the cool guy, and now he comes off more like Milton in Office Space. It's very strange. It's very, very strange. Like, it's very strange for me to see a person who I perceive to be like super stylish and super cool turn into like, yeah, Milton. If you guys don't know who Milton from Office Space is, this is what I'm talking about. Maybe it was a bad picture. Who knows? Just see, like that. Like, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened to him. I'm not saying like he gained a big amount of weight or anything. It's just he doesn't look cool anymore. It just looks kind of like looked like he's a bean counter or something. And not in a confident way, but in a like what happened to my high school crush. He used to be super cool. So yeah, but yeah, he's, as far as I know, he's single, and I don't know. It's just strange to me. Yeah, some people that I know in my high school, some of them aged well, and then other people, I'm like, what happened? They look so strange. They used to be so good looking, and now they just look kind of strange. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, it's weird how someone could be aesthetic when they're younger, and then as they get older, it's like their facial shape changes, right? Like their face gets wider, or their skin doesn't look as like healthy as it used to be before. So some people, right, they take care of a lot of themselves. They take a lot of care for themselves when they're younger. Or maybe they had better skin back then, and then they stop taking care of themselves, they have a shitty diet, and then age starts catching them, especially now. I noticed that my skin is a lot different now than it was in the 20s. In the 20s, like, I didn't have to worry too much about moisturizing. Now it's like I'm freaking moisturizing. So anyway, as I was saying, seems like influencers over here. What is it? Why are you petting me? Why are you petting me? What is it? What? Why are you petting me? Why are you petting me? What? What is it? Why are you petting me? Say something. Why are you... He's just petting my head. I don't know why he's doing that. And it's not Oreo. It's the guy who has like slightly more fans than Oreo. Oh, jeez. What is it? Oh, okay. Like, I ask him a question, he just doesn't answer me. He just keeps petting my head. So, I will talk to you guys later, and what? Oh, Yeah, so I was telling you, remember that guy that I showed you that I liked back in high school?
Yeah.
Yeah, I told people, I said, yeah, he used to be like a hottie, and I don't know what happened. He turned kind of like a Milton or
He
something.
looks like a dweeb.
Huh?
He looks like a dweeb.
Now or before?
I don't remember. I
Good.
just remember thinking he was a dweeb.
He was not a dweeb before. He was, in my opinion, the best looking guy in high school. In my opinion, but something happened. I don't know. Age caught up with this guy. Someone might be watching my stream and be like, "Oh my gosh, Erica, I know exactly who you're talking about." And I'm like, "Hey, if you knew me back in high school, you know exactly what guy I was." I feel like everybody knew I liked him. But yeah, I was like, "How the hell do you not like me? I like you." And yeah, Lou saw a picture of me in high school. So it's not like I wasn't stylish in high school, but sometimes, right, even if you are a nice person and you do take care of yourself, or your mom forces you to take care of yourself, yeah, people just might not be attracted to you. So again, if you guys are like into a person and you're chasing after them and they're still not into you, like, don't try and force things, because if it may be because their vision isn't that good. It could be because that maybe they just want someone who is different than you. Who knows? Maybe they want a freaking hippie environmentalist or something. Yeah, but who knows? But yeah, it's just one of those times, like, man, my high school days, oh gosh. I asked like 1,000 questions. I was like, I don't know what he saw in that freaking first girl. And then my, like, people that I knew, they'd be like, oh, but Erica, she's nice. And I was like, what are you insinuating? You telling me the girl that he's dating right now, he likes her because she's nice? What does that mean for me? You think I'm a mean girl? I am not a mean girl. Huh? No, I mean, like, I was over here, and I mean, like, I hate to sound like a hater, but I was like, man, I can't wait till that relationship ends, because then he's gonna come back, he's gonna realize, like, I was standing here, right over here, and yeah, it didn't work out, because he got another girl, and instead of this girl, yeah, he got, like, a total upgrade for the second girlfriend, and I was like, frick, this is terrible. She was, like I said, she was taller than me. Her hair was like beautifully straight and shiny, and her skin was perfect. And yeah, and then I was dealing with an acne problem, and I had frizzy hair, and I was short. I mean, like, yeah, I straightened my hair, but still, it wasn't like naturally glossy and beautiful. But yeah, just one of those learning experiences. And yeah, so like, don't. I mean, I can look back at that time in my life and be like, oh, Erica, you dumbass. But great learning experience for me, and that's why I could never. I know some people talk about creative. I could never write a song where it's like, oh, I'm gonna wait for you until you come back to me, kind of thing. Because I'm like, oh, dude, I lived that for freaking 3 years of my life, and that backfired on me sorely. See. No, you see, that guy knew, okay, if he could tell, where, if he could figure out, where his toothbrush is in the morning, he could figure out that I liked him, because it was very, like, everybody freaking knew. And he knew too. He clearly knew, but he was just not into me. He told me, I was like, I just see you as a friend. I was like, oh, I'm just a friend. Like, oh gosh, I got friend zoned. And it hurt my heart so much, so much. I still don't know why he didn't like me, but whatever. Some things you never understand why. And yeah, if you find yourself in a situation where someone just doesn't like you and you can't figure out why, just leave them be. Because then maybe one day they'll find someone that they like, and you cannot make any rhyme, rhythm, or sense of why they like them. But it is what it is. You need to just find a person that likes you for yourself. And yeah, just be very optimistic, kind of like Oreo Cat. Oreo Cat loves everybody, and I don't know. I love that cat so much, even though he's a little stinky. But yeah. Uh-oh. Ka says, I tried chasing once I got her, and that, oh geez, yeah. I don't deal with the whole thing about the thrill of the chase kind of thing. Yeah, that's just me though. Yeah, I don't know. It's just. Yeah. Yeah, thrill of the chase, yeah. I'm not that kind of person. Maybe it's because of my high school experience. Like, I wouldn't, yeah, like I said, I never would compete with another chick for a guy. I'd be like, look, if a guy told me, Erica, if a guy told me, and if I found myself ever in that kind of situation, right, after high school, where a guy told me, and this never happened, okay? Never ever happened. But if a guy had told me, oh, Erica, I don't know who I would choose. Would I choose you? Or would I choose like this other chick that I met? I would be like, you know what? If you can't pick between me and the other chick, just go with the other chick. Seriously. I'm gonna say if you can't make up your mind and you can't clearly see that I'm the one that you should pick, then I'm not gonna wait around. Because I did that back in high school. I'm not doing that again. I'm not gonna be boo-boo the fool over here. So yeah, don't find yourself in that kind of situation where you give the other person the power to choose between you and another person. Because once you do that kind of stuff, you're devaluing yourself. Yeah, so I don't do this whole thing anymore. See? And yeah, some chicks will be like, oh, because I hear this from males, right? They'll be like, oh, I don't know who to pick because I have these two great guys in front of me. I'm like, look, if you don't know which guy to pick, then,
Point.
huh?
Point.
No, then you shouldn't be with any of these
You
guys.
got a ruler, figure out which stick is big.
Huh?
You got a ruler, figure out which stick is big.
What? Is that how you do things?
That's how you chose me, right?
Huh?
That's how you chose me, right?
I don't know why you keep bringing up, what size. Huh? Oh, jeez. I did not make any size. Jeez. You did not hear that. This would turn into a very unclassy stream, but anyway, that does not mean for anything either. Okay, some people will be like, "Oh, you should know exactly which one you pick." Look, here's the thing. Okay, unlike the size of a woman's chest, a woman can't tell what a guy has in his pants. You can't tell. I mean, you shouldn't even be staring at that stuff.
False advertising.
Hmm?
You get fucked over into false advertising.
Why?
What if the guy says it's something and then it's not?
What kind of guys are like, hey girl, I want to let you know that, I have a freaking snake here. Like, frick, that's weird.
I usually start out every online dating conversation with a picture of it.
What?
I've read that that's the way to get women.
Maybe that's why you don't have that many women respond to you.
I've had females work for me that said that when they go on dating websites, men send dick pics. Does that actually work?
No.
I've never even.
Who the hell wants to see that? It's not.
I've never
look,
taken a picture of my dick.
Look.
Ever.
Look, those things are not like Teslas, okay? They're not shiny, smooth or anything. They don't look that aesthetic, okay? Huh? What?
It has a lot of torque.
Torque?
It's the instant torque electric motor.
Oh, jeez. For now. Just wait. You might need the little blue pill later. It'll help you with the hydraulics issue. Jeez. Okay. Yeah. I don't... no person should send a picture of a what out there. Seriously, if I was like one of those chicks that had like, I don't know. I mean, I guess Tinder people do that stuff.
Have you ever sent a picture of your dick out?
What
on
did?
Tinder?
What do you think I have in here?
I'm trying to trap you.
No.
Trap you to find out if you're a trap.
No. I mean, like, it's like, hey girl, hey, I think you're sexy. Here's what I have. It's like, dude, nobody wants to see that shit. You don't know if you're out, if the person that you send the picture to is out with their family, and then all of a sudden they open their app and it's like, hey girl, do you want some of this? And it's like, freaking lewd. Like, that would get you freaking. And as much as some guys like to think that they got some family jewels over there that should be museum quality, they not. Especially, okay? Especially if there's no freaking manscaping over there. It looks like, it just doesn't look aesthetic, okay? That's all I'm going to say about it. Some guys, they have this, like, inflated view about their museum archival piece. And, the thing, like, with no manscaping or anything like that, it just looks like a freaking armpit with like a little flesh thing sticking out from it. Like a hairy armpit. It's like that no. Okay, I think my stream's gonna get old because I was talking, but you guys get what I'm saying. Yeah, don't send any of that kind of stuff on, because you never know, right? Maybe you send a picture of your face and then someone's like, who the hell is this guy? I got a what pic, and then later on someone's like, hey, wait a second, I know who this is. Yeah, oh my gosh, that's what he's packing? Oh, Lord. Yeah, it's very easy to just like, yeah, and some people, they send pictures of their face and you know what they're packing. I mean, like, what if you recognize that person? Yeah, it's just awkward. It's really awkward. So Yeah, it's really awkward. And I will neither confirm or deny if I once I will neither confirm or deny if I actually accidentally came across a picture of a classmate that I went to college with online. Like it was just yeah, just traumatic stuff.
So cute in your outfit from yesterday on the stream.
Huh?
I like that shirt that you had on yesterday.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh.
You look cute. Not like a hamster, but like an XX hamster.
Okay. So Manny, I don't think it's possible to look at that stuff all day. How do you? Okay, Manny. Here's the thing. That's how you feel, right? So how do you think a woman feels like, or another guy feels like, if they get like a bunch of these kind of pictures in their inbox? Hey, how's your day? Mine is doing well. You know, insert picture of thing. It's like what kind of like where did you learn this like terrible dating strategy over here? It's like I look at this every day and I'm so proud of it that I want to show you my glorious family jewels. Oh, for frick's sake. Oh, for frick's sake. That's some embarrassing stuff. Yeah, I felt sick when I just got it just ruined it. Yeah, so it's just awkward. Yeah, it's just it just like I knew a classmate, and it's like I accidentally stumbled across a picture of that person, and it's like I knew them personally, okay, and I never ever told them like I came across one of their pictures online. It's just like whenever I see them, I'm like I can't see them the same way because I'm like oh for frick's sake, oh my gosh. Yeah, it's like one of those things I have to like burn out from like the back of my head because it's like I saw it and because I know how this person is and I see this person, right? It's like I could not unscar this from my head. So yeah, yeah, it was terrible. Yeah, it's just yeah, not good. And then I had a close friend of mine, so who and this is my dumb ass, okay? So they told me they said, "Oh yeah, I want to send I want to send a picture to." They wanted to send a picture to someone online because they wanted to hook up. And because I was really close friends with them, right? They basically asked me if I would be open to seeing their pic so they could get some critique or something. And I didn't think much of it. I was like, okay, I've known you for a while. Yeah, sure, send it to me. And then they said, oh, but Erica, I'm a little apprehensive of sending it to, showing it actually. So here, I'll show you these 3 pictures, and then one of them is mine. And I was like, okay. But let me know what you think, okay? And they send me these 3 pictures, and of course I don't know which one is theirs, right? And I critique it, and I didn't say, here's the thing, okay? Because I didn't know which one was theirs, my idiot brain just kind of said what I thought about it. And yeah, it didn't help, I think, with their confidence level because I was like, what the hell is, I don't want to say it, but I just said something that wasn't very complimentary to their family jewels, and it was not a good comment. And yeah, when I found out, I was like, oh, for frick's sake, I didn't know that was yours. Yeah, and then yeah, so I don't know what happened to that. Yeah, I know, it's just yeah. The problem is like it's like the freaking family jewels. It wasn't anything like manscaping or anything. I actually just commented about the proportions, and yeah, it was one of those cringy moments that I didn't think too much about it. So yeah, I won't do that. I definitely, won't be doing that again if anyone asks me, hey, Erica, can you give me some assessment about mine? Because I'm thinking about putting it online so I can hook up with another person. Yeah, never, ever, ever doing that again. I'm going to get going. I will talk to you guys later. This thing went from talking about William Hung to talking about other kinds of being hung. Yeah, I blame the influencer for getting me off track about the you-know-what pic. Yeah, and between you and me, you guys, no one should ever send any of those kind of pics. Oh, I knew them for a couple of years, so we were really close. But, yeah. Yeah, it's just, oh my gosh. I think I think they posted up their pic, and unfortunately, they didn't get an easy hookup like they expected to. So, because I said, right, if you post one of those pictures on the internet and you're like, hey girl, look at me, these are my stats, and this is what I'm packing, you're gonna be against like 100 other guys who have more, more packages, and those things are really a dime a dozen. There is no shortage of willing holes out there in the world, right? So it's like if a person is like, hey, I'm looking for a hookup, and let's say an attractive female or attractive male, right? There's going to be more people who are like, hey, let me show you a picture of my what I'm packing heat. And yeah, it's not only going to be one or two pictures, it's going to be a ton of pictures. And yeah, but if you want to actually have like a real connection with a person, definitely do not send any of those pics. Seriously, it's rude, it's crass, it's lewd, and you don't want to you don't want to find out that the person you're sending your pic to is like your supervisor, or your coworker, or someone, your friend's friend or something that met you at a party that had a crush on you, but yeah, now they accidentally see your, yeah, and then they're like, oh damn it, that's it. Yeah. Yeah. So I will talk to you guys later. You guys have a great day. It's kind of sunny today, so I'm kind of happy about that. And yeah, I shall see you.